What should you pack for the Trans-Catalina Trail? Here's what I brought. Let's go over the big three first. You'll need a comfortable backpack. I've got this 55-liter Teton pack here that had more than enough room for the trip and was comfortable after about 40 miles. If you take too large a pack, you'll be tempted to fill it up with a bunch of stuff you don't need, and that'll just make you miserable on the trail. Next, you'll need a tent. Any 3-season tent will do fine here. Bring the rain fly just in case, because much like the mountains, the weather can change pretty quickly. Then you'll need a sleep system. I've got my 20-degree down quilt here, not because it gets that cold, but because down is light and packed small. Having a standard synthetic bag like this one is perfectly fine. It didn't get lower than 50 degrees, so having one rated for say 40 degrees would be more than adequate. Lastly, having a pad and mat combo is essential for a good night's sleep. I used a Nemo all-season pad and a Z-Lite sole. You can't really go wrong with the mat, but choosing a pad can be tricky. Some are loud, some aren't comfortable, some of them are bulky and heavy, some of them are expensive, and some of them just aren't that durable. Your best bet is to find a couple with good reviews and then go try it out at your local REI. A good pad is worth it. Let's talk clothing. First thing you're going to need is a really good pair of hiking shoes. I've got these Lone Peak Ultras, which I've used for over 100 miles, and just a little bit of shoe goo and they're still running strong. I got through the entire hike without a single blister because I used them before coming out here. A through hike is not the time to be testing out new footwear. Next, you're going to want some good socks. I like merino wool socks like this pair from Darn Tough because they're breathable and they don't give me blisters. I took 4 pairs and called it good. For pants, you're going to want something that's breathable and somewhat lightweight. Whether it's REI or Prana, you can't really go wrong here. As long as they're athletic pants, you'll be fine. Underwear. I don't like compression shorts, but I don't like chafing even more, so I wear them on the trail. I'll let you decide how many pairs of underwear you want to bring. For your shirt, you're going to want a sun hoodie because there's not a lot of coverage on the trail, not a lot of shade, so having something with a hood and UV protection is the best. 2 shirts should be fine, but it's a shirt. It's going to get dirty. You don't need one for every day. Hat and sunglasses. Any old hat will do, but more coverage means more protection from the sun. When the sun goes down and you're hanging around camp, layers can be nice. I've got a Patagonia Nano Puff, but they're a little spendy, so just bring a hoodie. Then having a beanie is nice for when it starts getting cold. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's why I bring a rain jacket. Any old rain jacket will do. This is completely optional, but for you colder sleepers or someone who wants to change it into something clean at the end of the night, having some wool base layers really makes the difference. Beyond that, just check the weather. There's no need to bring a whole bunch of what-if clothing. You're doing the Trans-Catalina Trail and you need some food. What are you going to bring? If this is your first backpacking trip, then just aim for 3,000 calories a day and call it good. Once you do enough of these trips, you'll be able to decide for yourself how much food you need a day. First things first, don't bring all this. You do not have to have a full cooking set to go backpacking, especially for a through hike where weight is important. Here's all you need: a pot, stove, fuel, spork, and a dehydrated meal. Your meals can be something you made or they can be something you bought. It doesn't really matter as long as you're hitting your nutritional needs. So I like my dinners to be the most calorie-dense meal of the day and the only one that requires hot water. I like to improve the dehydrated meals by adding a packet of olive oil or hot sauce. And if you really want to improve it, get one of those foil packets of chicken or tuna, add it to your meal, and it goes a long way. For snacks, I'll keep it pretty simple. I just take cashews and beef jerky, that's it. I don't eat lunch as much, but when I do, I'll go and pick up one of those lunch on the go tuna packets with crackers. Those are pretty good. Same thing with breakfast. Not a big breakfast eater, but if I do bring it, I'll have my own granola and dehydrated milk in a bag. You just add water and you're good to go. For desserts, you can go crazy. I don't bring much candy, but I do like dried fruits like mangoes. Those are really convenient. Here's a picture of a good all-around meal plan for the Trans-Catalina Trail. Besides food, clothing, and shelter, these are the top things you'll need on the Trans-Catalina Trail. Headlamp. One that is rechargeable or has spare batteries. First aid kit. You don't have to buy a pre-made kit, and in fact you should build one yourself. Ibuprofen, bandages, moleskin, sunscreen, chapstick. Don't go crazy with it, it is just a first aid kit. Portable charger. For 4 days, a 30,000 milliamp charger should be more than enough, but I'm biased since I like to film everything and I drain my battery. So for most people, a 10,000 milliamp battery should do just fine. Trekking poles. You guys know I'm a big advocate for these, and for good reason. Too many people my age have bad knees because they're not taking care of themselves. So do yourself a favor and start bringing trekking poles. You'll thank yourself later. Small multi-tool. Specifically this one. It's got scissors, it's got a blade, it's got a file for your fingernails, it's got a toothpick for all the beef jerky you'll be eating, and tweezers for ticks and thorns. Hygiene kit. Toothbrush, toothpaste, waste disposal, you're good. And that's all you need to do the Trans-Catalina Trail safely and comfortably. If you want to get your own backpacking setup, check out the link in my bio. It's all gear I've used and tested on the trail.